Hey my friends, Greg Denning again. Today I just have a really simple question for you. Is your marriage a top priority? And the first reaction usually is, oh yeah, well of course it is. My marriage is my priority. It's the most important thing. But is it really? Do you give it, well, and let's back up. Like, what is the definition of a priority? It means it gets the thoughts it deserves, gets first place in our thinking. It gets the emotions that it deserves. It gets first place in our emotions. It gets the words that it deserves, so first place in our words. It gets the actions and commitments that it deserves. It's the devotion, the loyalty, the trust, the respect, the admiration, the determination, the commitment that it all deserves. And sometimes it's really super healthy to sit back and honestly ask ourselves, is it really? Am I proving that it's a priority with my actions or just with my lip service? Do I say it is, but really I spend most of my time thinking about these other things, this whole list of to do, and really my emotions they're kind of over here with this, whether that's stress or anger or bitterness or grudges or turmoil or whatever the emotion is. It doesn't matter what the emotion is. If it's taking up a monopoly of your heart, then there's very little room left. And that's true with the mind too. There's very little room left for your marriage. So we might say that it's a priority, but all of our thoughts are over here and all of our feelings are over there. And so what does the marriage get? Leftovers. Are our words really clearly expressing and proving that our marriage is our priority? It's the things we say about our marriage, the things we say about our spouse, the things we say about ourselves. What do we talk about? Is that proving that our marriage is a priority? What about our actions? How are we spending our time? How are we giving our time? How are we giving our energy? And what you see what I'm saying? Like, there's so much in action there. What am I doing? Are the things I'm doing really contributing to my marriage? Now, not in a way that we're just justifying and rationalizing, because all day long we can do that right here. We can say, oh, I'm doing this for my marriage. Really? Or are you doing it for yourself? Or are you doing it for the idea of your marriage? You know, how many people have sacrificed so much for their family or for their marriage when really that's not what the marriage needed. What the marriage needed was more of them and more of quality, more of improvement, more of forgiveness, more of change, more of devotion and dedication and commitment, right? So are your actions really proving that your marriage is your priority? And a great way to see this, you guys have heard me share this before. If your life were a silent film and we just removed all the words, everything you say, it just removed those, and your life was a silent film, would those who are watching clearly and obviously be able to see that your marriage is your top priority? Whoo, that's a good one. Oh, that's a good one, right? And we get honest about it. Now, some of us, we're so busy doing other good things, and there are plenty of good things. But maybe we've gotten so busy and so devoted providing for our marriage that we're not really making marriage a commitment anymore. It's not a priority. Are you spending too much time away or even bringing it home? Some of you have gotten so caught up in a good, and these are good things. Providing is a good thing. Working is a good thing, right? Hobbies, good things. Friends, good things. Church, like organizations, groups, whatever. Like all that is a good thing. Even pursuing like a personal mission and a passion, that can be a very good thing. But all of those can pull you away from your top priority of your marriage. Even raising your children. Some get so devoted to their kids that they forget that it was the marriage that came first that brought the kids. And they forget to be the spouse because they're so busy being mom or dad. And again, don't neglect your kids. Do that. And do all those things in a good way, but just make sure that they have a balance. And balance isn't that everything gets equal time and attention. It's that it gets appropriate time and attention. What are your habits saying about your devotion to your marriage, that it's a priority thing? What about addictions? right? The things that are grabbing us and kind of pulling aside, things we're kind of letting slide a little bit. And honestly, right now, maybe you're watching this going, man, how did this happen? How did I let it get to this? And if you're having that moment, just recommit. Recommit to making your marriage your top priority, where it gets the thoughts, the emotions, the energy, the actions, the words, the commitments, the habits, that it all points to and proves that your marriage is your priority. And here's what will happen. When we truly, genuinely make marriage a priority, then we improve it. And it just grows. And it gets, because whatever we focus on, whatever we give our energy and attention and devotion to, grows and expands and improves. And we can have an absolutely extraordinary marriage if we truly, wholeheartedly, holistically make it a priority. But if we just say that it's a priority and then give away all of our energy and resources to other things, we'll be spread so thin that at the end of the day, the marriage only gets leftovers. And a marriage that's surviving on leftovers is not going to be very nourished, and definitely not enough to grow into an extraordinary marriage. So make some adjustments if you need to. Start with your mindset, then your heart set, then your skill set, your words, your actions, habits, addiction. Look at everything you're doing and find a way, and there is a way. Some of you might right now might be like, I just can't do it. There's so many demands and so much time, so little time and so much time that's required with this thing and that thing and emotion and thoughts and all this. I promise, it all just comes down to a skill set. And we can improve, we can grow, and we can become more capable. If you'll make your marriage a priority, you'll be capable enough to fit all those other things in without neglecting them. And again, what matters more than having a rock solid, amazing marriage? And then together we raise the children and educate them. Together we make a difference in the world. Together we work on providing for the family and becoming financially independent. Together we do life. And it's that foundation, that solid, beautiful foundation of an awesome marriage that takes us through all of it and makes life absolutely wonderful. Make your marriage a top priority. Prove it with your actions. Go make it happen. Reach upward.